Good morning, everybody. Welcome to It's All Black and White TV. And we're just going to look at some NUFC latest news. But before we get into the show, if you do like what you see, please do smash that like. It does help the channel up the search and means new viewers can find it more easily. So thank you very much indeed for that. Also, if you're brand new to the channel, come and hit the subscribe. Come and be part of this great community on the way towards 1200. Also, hitting that bell notification tells you when I'm live. Have a pre-record of any upcoming shows as well. If you want to become members, 99p, do that by clicking the join button. And if you want to make a donation, you can do that in chat by clicking the $ with all money reinvested back in the channel to bring you these shows. So we know we've had players away on international duty. Lewis Miley, Anthony Gordon, Alexander Isak, Emil Kraft, to name but a few, Bruno as well. As I say, there's been quite a few of them travelled around on international duty this week. But the first story that we're going to dive straight into is this one. And it is Miley injured on under-20s duty. So, Lewis Miley, what we do know now is the stories came out yesterday that he suffered a back injury whilst playing for the England under-20s. And now is coming back to the club to get a scan. Now, they're saying he could miss 6 games, according to Luke Edwards, but he could also miss the whole season. There's 10 games left. It's just unbelievable. Every time there's an injury, something always happens, and it always seems to be one step forward and then 2 steps back. And Miley's the latest one now to pick up an injury, which is not what we need. But if anything, if it's a back injury, I would say, do you know what? Let the lad have the rest of the season off and get him back fit for next season. I wouldn't even risk him for the last 4 games. If he's back in 6 weeks, just give him the rest of the season off now and tell him to come back next season all fresh. I'd rather he did that than come back and see aggravated, because we've seen this numerous times, players coming back from injury far too quick. And they're trying the hardest to do, to get in the team, and then obviously they break down. So I would say just let him go for now till the end of the season. Just let him have the season off and come back next season all fresh. What do you think about the latest injury? It's not great news, is it at all? But again, it is what it is, and we have to accept it. It's just our luck this season, the amount of injuries we've had. Right, okay. So we now go on to this player, Anthony Gordon, for Euro 24. Look, Anthony Gordon had a good game against Brazil, done well. He tried to make an impact on the game. Had a shot which was saved. Overall, I thought he did really well. I thought he had a great game on Friday against Brazil. Certainly one of the best England players on the pitch on his debut. Shame not to score. But did everything he could. And I thought he was absolutely brilliant. I was so out in some ways, from a Newcastle point of view, I was a bit pleased that he was on the bench last night for a bit, because I just don't want this guy getting injured. This guy's key to our hopes, of getting a European place. If then he did come on and have a cameo, but overall, the cameo he did and what he played on Friday, overall, he hasn't done his harm any. He hasn't done his chances any harm getting into that Euro 24 squad, and he has to be in that Euro 24 squad in Germany. He has to be. Seen a Chelsea fan complaining why is Cole Palmer not getting a chance. Well, don't know. You don't ask me. Ask Gareth Southgate if you want that answer. I can't give you that answer. But all I'm going to say is Anthony Gordon has got to be in that England squad going to Germany. If he's not, then there's something seriously wrong. He could be the player that helps get us towards Euro glory. Who knows? Not that we're going to win Euro 24 under Southgate. A lot of people think that as well. I mean, look, thanks to Jude Bellingham, we got that goal last night, equaliser against let's be honest, it's a poor Belgium team. They're not a great side, let's be honest. Okay, England played well in that second half and probably should have won the game, but Belgium tried to stand as firm as they could. But when you've got possibly maybe the best player in the world, or arguably one of the best players in the world, and Jude Bellingham in your team, you need to build your side around him. Now, these two games have shown, without Saka and without Harry Kane, let's be honest, we've looked ordinary. You know, we've missed them too, especially Kane for his goals. I know a lot of people criticise Kane, but I'll tell you what, it's badly shown how much he's been missed. Against Brazil, he possibly scores and we probably win that game or even draw that game. Watkins, not the answer up front for England. Ivan Toney, I thought, did okay for England up front. Got the penalty, took the penalty, took it well. And suddenly had to wait for VAR, and then Sells tried to get in his face and he walked away. Look, so England's got a good backup there to Kane and Ivan Toney. Again, the questions keep saying, would we take him back in the summer? Some ways, yes, I would have him for his goal scoring, but in another way, no, because I don't think his attitude's right. And the way he's said things about us in the past, would he want to come back? I don't think so. So I can't see that happening in the summer. But then again, you never say never. And, now what I did see the other day after we played Brazil, and I thought it was a bit unfair because, some fans have got, rather short memories. And I'm not talking, it's not Newcastle fans, by the way. It's down to the fact it's opposition fans. And I'm talking Bruno Guimaraes, yes. So Bruno, as we know, was playing the other day for Brazil. And, apparently fans were slating him on social media, asking why he cheered when he done a tackle. He put the fists in the air, as if to say, it was like scoring a goal and he got a tackle and said it was only a tackle for a throw-in. But that's Bruno. We know what Bruno's like. He's like that. It's a way of lifting his team. It's not him, looking bad for doing it. It's the fact is he's trying to cheer his team on and he's just showing a bit of passion. And that's what you want, passion. And that's what he's showing, passion. So these fans from other clubs who are slating them, crawl back under your stone. Go and watch our games when we played like Paris Saint-Germain in the Champions League. It's not just Bruno's done it, Gordon done it as well. It's called passion. It's called getting the fans up for the occasion as well. So, I'm not blaming them one little bit for that. You can't blame them one bit for that. So, I think some of these people just need to calm themselves down a bit, But as I say, that's Bruno all over. We know what Bruno's like. And do you know what? I thought it was great when he done that. I wasn't slating him at all. Why should I slate him? One, he's our player, and two, he's just showing a bit of passion. If you can't show a bit of passion, what's the point? What's the point in playing football? You've got to have a bit of passion as well. And so, yeah. Right, so I'm going to come to another player, and there's a lot of talk going around on social media. Now then, Alexander Isak had this interview. Now, the way I look at it, I'm not looking at it in any way that he's asking to leave the club. All these players are getting asked about. Obviously, it's down to the FFP and PSR. Now, the thing is, Isak just says you never know what's going to happen in the summer. He's not saying I'm leaving Newcastle. He's not saying I want to leave. All he's saying is you don't know what's going to happen. He says it's the same with any window. You don't know what's going to happen. Absolutely, you don't know what's going to happen. So at the end of the day, the media, they see us as news. We're out there as big news. They can, because they know we've got the rich ownership now, and any story that they can put out there, put our name on it, they're going to do it. And what they want people to do is click on them articles. Like I said the other day, if you click on them articles, you're giving them money straight away. So for every click, they're getting it. TalkSport do it. They're awful at doing it, to be fair. They put one on Twitter saying England player out the Euros. And then you go into the comments and the stories there. But as soon as you click on that, they're making money from that. So... and the thing is, it's not even a big player. England's lost. It's Sam Johnson, the goalkeeper. But if Pope's back by the end of the season, I'd hope to see Pope in that England Euro 24 squad. So it's no loss if Sam Johnson's out, because we've got Nick Pope who can come in. But look, Isak story. Yes, there's rumours going around that we may sell him in the summer. I don't want to sell anybody in the summer. I would rather sell the players that aren't good enough, get rid of them first. Try and drum up money that way and keep the likes of Isak, Bruno, But I suppose it could all hinge on if we've got European competition next season. So we got West Ham at the weekend and we've got to get the 3 points, but it's not going to be easy. So if people think West Ham's going to be a walk in the park on Saturday, it certainly isn't. They've played well, So let's hope we come back. Normally, after an international break, we normally win the game. So, if it goes to form, then yes, we will go on and win. But I'm not taking West Ham lightly at all. It'd be foolish to take them lightly. So anyway, tonight the fan zone will be back. So come on, have your say. Talk about Anthony Gordon for England, how he's done. Lewis Miley injury. Gareth Southgate, if you want to talk about the England performances against Brazil and Belgium, anything Newcastle, anything football related, whatever you want to talk about, it's your platform. Come on, have your 5 minutes of say, and let us know what you think. Also, tomorrow the Dynamic Duo is back. Yes, so back on this channel after a gap of about 16 months. It will be me and John Sinclair. Back is the Dynamic Duo, so keep an eye out for that one as well. Friday, there should be the West Ham preview. Look ahead to the West Ham game on Saturday, and probably do a bit of video press conference reaction as well. And then on Saturday morning at 11 o'clock, I will be doing the pre-match show. So the pre-match, because obviously it's a 12:30 lunchtime kickoff. We don't normally do well in 12:30 kickoffs, let's be honest. But yeah, so I'll have the pre-match on Saturday at 11 a.m. and we'll look at both lineups as well. And then I'll probably put a video after the game with an instant reaction to the game as well. So lots to look forward to on It's All Black and White TV at the moment. And, the only way is up, as they say. Okay, so if you have liked what you see, please do smash that like. It does help the channel up the search, so please do give it a like. Also, if you're brand new to the channel, come and smash the subscribe. Come and join this great community we got here. Also, hit that bell notification to tell you future shows, recordings, or any live shows at all. Also, you can join as a member anytime, just clicking the join at 99p per month as well. So there we go. So England, they've lost one, drew one in the friendlies. But we'll get back to Premier League football on Saturday, and that's what matters most, getting back to club football and see where we can end up at the end of the season. I'll take 7th place all day now. I'll take the UEFA Europa Conference League right now, because it's a competition we could go on and win. So look, I don't care where we finish, as long as we finish in the European place and we've got European football nights next season, whether it's Europa League or Conference League, because Champions League is that little bit out of reach. But anyway, thank you for joining me on this short show, and I will see you tonight at 8 p.m. for the Fan Zone. Until then, enjoy the rest of your day, whatever you're doing, and remember, the future's bright. The future is definitely black and white. How are you, the lads?